Let's move on and look at the Gibraltar row, which seems to be escalating between Britain and Spain over long drawn-out border checks in Gibraltar. Downing Street now says it's considering legal action against Spain. For its part, Spain says its border checks are proportionate and says it may raise the question of the territory's sovereignty at the United Nations. Well, live to the Foreign Office and our correspondent there, Rajesh Merchandani.
Thank you. Yes, well, this is the latest move in what seems to have been a tit-for-tat dispute that's been bubbling throughout the summer. Seems to have started when authorities in Gibraltar dumped concrete blocks into the sea off the territory to create, they say, an artificial reef. Spanish fishermen protested, saying it blocked access to fishing grounds. And then soon after that, these very long delays began at the border between Spain and Gibraltar, up to 6 hours going either way in or out of Gibraltar, excruciatingly comprehensive security checks. The Spanish say it's to stop smuggling. Britain clearly thinks that it's excessive and politically motivated. There have been high-level calls between the two governments. We even saw the Spanish Foreign Minister last week give an interview to a newspaper in which he suggested Spain might introduce a €50 entry and exit fee to get into Gibraltar. You can see this is a nasty row this summer today, so the British government has responded by saying that they might consider legal action. Here's a statement from the Prime Minister's office a short while ago. The PM is disappointed by the failure of Spain to remove the additional border checks this weekend. We're now considering what legal action is open to us. It goes on, this would be an unprecedented step, so we want to consider it carefully before making a decision to pursue. They're still not sure what to do, but what options are open to the British government? Let's take a look. Well, Gibraltar is part of the EU. Back in 1973, along with the UK, joined the European Economic Community. As such, it means that EU citizens have the right to move freely between member states. But here's the thing, Gibraltar is outside something called the Schengen area, which is a group of European countries that have abolished passport controls at their common borders. What that means is that Spain can implement traffic controls at its border with Gibraltar. The question is whether those controls are excessive and restrict the free movement of people across the border. Clearly, the British government thinks that those border checks are excessive. Spain, however, says, look, it's not our choice, it's an obligation under EU law. And today, Spain has said it will not back down. So as you can see, this row is really escalating. And sailing right into the middle of this, you may have seen pictures today of British warships heading towards Gibraltar, including among them the helicopter carrier, the Illustrious, and accompanying ships. Now, relax. This is not part of this escalating row of Gibraltar. Ministry of Defence points out that this is part of a long-standing plan, an annual exercise called Cougar. One ship is even being allowed to dock in a Spanish port. But what a time to be sending British warships into Spanish waters. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much.